So we'll move on. What makes the agricultural sector such like an attractive investment, do we think? What makes it an attractive investment?
Okay, so I'll talk about the crop sector, which is what I know about.
Yeah.
I guess Charles talk about the animal side of things, but obviously we might overlap a bit. And the potential returns are excellent. And let me say potential because they're not always realized.
Yeah.
So if you think even with a maize farm, which is kind of not a relatively low tech, if you can get several crops a year from it, you could be making, without going very high tech, maybe 10,000 cedis an acre over the year.
Okay.
That's quite a lot if you've got a few acres.
Yeah.
But it depends on being able to do several crops a year.
Yeah.
In other words, irrigation. And the challenge in most of Ghana is that most of the crop agriculture is rain-fed. That means you're not getting the multiple harvests that you could.
That you could.
Which is what really pushes
the return.
Your returns up per acre. And you're also at risk if the rain it doesn't come.
Yeah.
Maybe you get nothing, right? Just one harvest, possibly two harvests.
Yeah.
So the South tends to have major and minor rainy seasons. North just one season and but they've become less and less consistent in the last few years. We know that climate change.
Yeah.
And it's particularly unpredictability of climate, really, that is the challenge for farmers. And so returns are potentially very good. I mean, I said maybe even on maize you might get without going, you could do more if you go high tech, but maybe 10,000 cedis a month, an acre, a year.
Yeah.
Whereas some tree crops you maybe get, but you have the potential for earning maybe 60,000 cedis an acre. But coconuts maybe 25,000, 30,000 on mangoes.
Okay.
So these are quite big sums, but they don't just walk through the door.
No.
It's work, it's knowledge, and it's markets as well. So when things go right, it can be very profitable and it can make money fairly quickly.
Yeah.
To get there, you generally do need some capital. And people think of agriculture as something, that doesn't need so much capital, but that's not necessarily right.
True. Yeah.
You can have your backyard garden, of course, but if you're trying to do it at scale, capital really helps. Water, critical as we've discussed. Technical knowledge, very important. And it takes time to really get the knowledge you need.
Yeah.
So the potential is there. That's what's attractive in financial terms. As I started out saying, in development terms, it's by far the most important challenge for the country. Yeah. So if you're interested in helping the country develop, and then obviously agriculture has big attractions. Yeah. So both financially and in development terms, yes, it's a good bet. Yeah. On the other hand, there are a lot of challenges and risks.
Absolutely. A lot of which we will come to. Yeah.
Struggle to actually make potential benefits happen.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I can only talk about the animal side of things.
Okay.
I've done a few vegetables.
Yeah.
It's very lucrative. I'm not going to sit here and say
it's not.
It's not. Right. There's a saying that you put in what
you reap,
or you get what you put in. Yeah. Which I've realized that
it's very true.
That is very true, and I'm sticking to that. In terms of the poultry side, that is dangerous because if you're not careful and you're not taking your security serious, you could come up one day and everything's wiped out. Yeah. And you can't really blame anybody but what you've put in place. Yeah. So getting the right people is very important. I mean, when I was in London, I used to spend most of my weekends, like going to people's farms to learn, thinking the European way was their way, not realizing that Ghana, we got our heat.
Exactly. It's very different. Yes.
So I have to come here and kind of change my mindset to say, okay, we're doing it this way. And you see, sometimes me and my family manager will go head to head singing, no, let's try this way to see if it works. But, I mean, for example, even though I love my poultry side of things, whenever I need quick cash within 3 months, I do sweet potatoes.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that. That's good. That if you're quick,
flash or white fish?
The white flash ones. That's quick 3 months. And
right. Okay.
And the schools.
The cycle is short.
Or the women that sell on the street side. Come, you don't even need to go look for the market. For some reason, they know you're doing it.
Okay.
There's not any time that I've gone and said, oh, I'm doing sweet potatoes.
No.
That somebody finds out.
Yeah.
And they know when it's ready. For some reason, they'll know.
Yeah.
So I would tell people to get into farming because like it's hard because you have to put a bit of capital into it. But if you do your backyard and grow in sacks and stuff for your own household, that's fine. But on a commercial level, you have to have somebody backing you to get it done. But it's very lucrative. It just goes ups and downs. Yes. Yeah. Like anything else in life, it goes ups and downs. It depends on how far you want to take and to correct your mistakes that is getting made on a daily basis and fix it quickly.
That's very true. I've found the hard way, like you're saying, that farming is, whether it's animal or crop or whatever, it's not you putting something there and expecting that automatically it will give you what is. No, they are living things, whether crop or whatever. You've got to really put in the effort to understand the problems, the challenges, and work on them. But, I think agric sector, like Henry, you are saying, it is the backbone for us to develop. It is the backbone. And if you are not only thinking about the investment for the sake of the return, if your aim is dual, where you want to make money, but you want to actually have an impact, then agric is one of the main sectors to get into. But you have to get into it knowing very well that there are huge challenges. If you get it right, you make good money if you get it right. And it's also, it's not a one-time, you've gotten that right and that's it. It's a continuous everyday managing, making sure you are getting things right. You're putting things in place for the future to make sure that things run very well. But if you are able to manage that, and a lot of it is also giving yourself the time to learn, knowing that initially don't quit because your first year was this or was that. Eventually you make all the money back if you stick at it and you keep going. So it is a very, very good investment. And it's difficult to talk about, returns and things like that, I find, because everybody's farm is different. How things are managed is different. So, even in the poultry business, it's different if you, for instance, have your own cars, you have your own trucks that do distribution. But if you're renting trucks, if you are relying on maybe a small car, you end up with a lot more cost. So it's all these things that comes into it that is difficult to sort of give figures. But they are. I mean, I think most of agric is profitable if you do it right. And it's about learning. So that's all for today. We thank our guests for coming and to you, our cherished viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel, to help support the impact that we are hoping to make. And do grab yourself a copy of our book, The Great Return. You can find it on Amazon. And if you're thinking of doing business or investing in Ghana, then get in touch on our website, tgafrica.com, where you can book a consultation for business advice, guidance, and more. And you can also find all the other great stuff that we're trying to do and how you can get involved. Take care. Thank you. Bye.